It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Commodores will kick it away to start us off. Out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Rebels offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He's looking deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will go to work for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Eldridge. Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Rebels are marching down the field.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the Heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Man, he can fill up the hand now with that play, man. That's number 5.
Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Commodores will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Eldridge. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Great job committing to.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw. Now to try to find a way to fight back into this game. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense looks like they're coming. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long.
We thought we'd see a little attack formation in this spot, and here it is.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
Back to pass, it's Eldridge. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. The inside handoff. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Decision by the quarterback. You've got speed like this guy has. I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take.
They'll move the wide receiver.
They'll make something.
Off play action. Rushes on him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Spinderella. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single coverage, double coverage, triple coverage. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches, that is awesome.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Just keep demoralizing this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Trying to get the corner.
The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second to get this game rolling again.
They had to match their physicality.
First play of the period, first down here.
Play action.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Eldridge. Going for the big play. Makes the grab, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
And using strength to get into the ground, that is a ball.
First play of the drive, lost a throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. It's just ridiculous.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Safe completion on the screen. Crossing the 30, he's got away. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today.
To have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. It's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. They get another rush, and it pays off. Does a sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Dropping back, it's Eldridge. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time,
fires deep toward the end zone. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with the 1st down. And the Commodores just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit.
You're matching up against linebackers, against safeties.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback moving. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. And picking up the first down would be nice here, but also important. Get some cushion for the punt team.
It's going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. It's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative football right there.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? He gets tackled into safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make it longer
take a step. The QB opponent's open. You got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone. Helping your offense out.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming, just getting
deep in its own end on that last play. Now
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room.
Can this be the guy that takes him
they
to the
finally
next
stop
level
him, but
today?
he found some
Is a
running room on
good
that
day.
return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive. Late throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Take a quick look at the national rankings.
Leaves it with the running
be
back.
unlikely, but hey, it's got
A tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. It's Roach. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kid for this young man.
Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Straight ahead from inside his 25. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
We're going to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure.
Back to pass on 2nd down.
He's so much fun.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
So Texas has it again, and here comes
He'll
the
field
offense.
the punt and look for room.
On that last drive, defense had no idea.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Eldridge. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back. 1st down. Got to play the whole field up. Scrambles around. Runs for a 1st down. New set of downs. New set of problems.
They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game.
Looking downfield on 1st down.
They're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He throws one to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks. They're spreading out all over the field when they take off. It's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Trying to get it to the marker. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Get to the ball carrier. Simply one of the best.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime.
On scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him, get him down for a massive loss on that side.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime host.
Their punt team this
You
afternoon.
never quite know what to expect here in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think his defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
to throw. First down. He's looking downfield.
And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half.
It's such a good for those stops. Instead of playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20.
Coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to get it back to the O?
He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
The Rebels will hustle to the line.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over.
He'll take a shot.
Don't try to go onside kick.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up
Offense with a fresh set of
He puts
downs.
a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking downfield, it's Eldridge. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He makes a grab. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the ball bounces out of bounds in the end zone. It is a turnover and a touchback.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work.
They get the time.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it for a big play. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Eldridge. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Commodores line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll trying to get behind the defense. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! He got a step and just dusted the field. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds a little space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. And the Commodores, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Eldridge. Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 30. Open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll try it over the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Nielsen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Got a man. It's Nielsen. On the move at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Commodores are on the move. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Finds his back in the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Creates a little space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle. And what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Eldridge. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He lets one fly deep. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From the gun, running back on the move. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get it away and wisely kick it toward the sideline. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact...
Looking to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got some room, it was over. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 5 over Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Commodores will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Back to throw, it's Eldridge. Sends it downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a break.
Let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a concession that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
Long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
All wideouts, no backs. Dropping back, it's Eldridge. He'll take the deep shot. Snatches it on the right. Off to the races. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back, finding an escape route. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own, unloads it downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's worth.
He wants to go deep. Makes the grab down the left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looking downfield, it's Eldridge. Floating away. The throw. Makes the grab. And tackled there by the defense. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
Unleashes one deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. Open space at the 25. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue, the finishing touch. This is what an elite team does. They know